Thor Trucks is planning to begin production of its all-electric Class 8 semi-tractor in 2019. What seemed like a frivolous idea just a short while ago is looking more and more like a very viable future for transportation fleets, and although Tesla, as always, gets the most coverage for its heavy-duty semi-solution, there are a number of other companies building their own electric cargo haulers. Among the latest to surface in the news is the startup Thor Motors, which just announced its own offering, the ET1, set to be available as soon as 2019. The Class 8 ET1 is claimed to have a hauling capacity of 80,000 pounds and a range of about 300 miles per charge, with a 90-minute charge time. It intends to deliver a 70% savings in fuel costs per mile, as well as 60% lower maintenance costs, with the intended market being short-haul and regional fleets. The price is expected to be about $150,000, which is significantly cheaper than the presumed $180,000 Tesla Semi, but they're also two completely different animals, so to speak. Even aside from the differing specs on the two models, the companies themselves are virtual opposites. Whereas Tesla has not only its vehicle production facilities up and running, as well as its own battery production pipeline in place, Thor Trucks is operating out of an LA area warehouse, where it currently takes existing truck platforms and retrofits an electric drivetrain and battery pack into them according to the needs and specifications of customers. According to Bloomberg, one of the founders of Thor Trucks, Dakota Semler, managed the fleet of trucks at his family's vineyard, first converting them to run on waste vegetable oil, and then turning his sights to the electrification of semis. Instead of building an entire vehicle from the ground up, Thor Trucks focuses on what it believes it can do best, which is to optimize its battery packs and electric drivetrain, as well as work on the software that helps to make the most of the capacity. The company now has a working prototype of its ET1, and offers fleet demos to prospective buyers, and expects to be able to produce the truck in 2019. However, there's no indication what the time to ramp up production might be for this 18-person company if some of the big fleet customers place initial orders to trial the trucks, as they have with Tesla. A couple of weeks ago, it was Anheuser-Busch who placed an order for 40 Tesla semi-trucks. A week ago, PepsiCo put in an order for 100 semi-trucks. Today, according to Reuters, United Parcel Service, UPS, is giving Tesla its biggest semi-truck order to date for 125 vehicles. At a cost of around $200,000 each, Tesla wants America's transportation companies to switch to electric big rigs that also offer sufficient range and cargo capacity. Tesla realized when developing the Semi it would be competing against diesel trucks, which have proven themselves for years as efficient and generally low-cost carriers. A conventional diesel truck for UPS costs about $120,000, but UPS believes the Tesla semi-truck will have lower ownership costs in the long run. So far Tesla has received $25 million worth of orders for a semi-truck, which isn't due to arrive for a couple of years. Others who've pre-ordered Tesla semis include Walmart, J.B. Hunt Transport Services Incorporated and food service distributor Sysco Corporation. What helped seal the deal for UPS was by giving Tesla some real-world routing information when it was evaluating whether to make the purchase. As with any introductory technology for our fleet, we want to make sure it's in a position to succeed, Scott Filippi, UPS Senior Director for Automotive Maintenance and Engineering for International Operations, told Reuters. Those 125 trucks will enable UPS to make a proper determination of their capabilities, but their future routes, mainly in the U.S., are still being decided.
Customers looking to make the switch to all-electric driving will be interested to hear that the new Nissan Lead 2.0 Launch Edition will be available on finance contracts. The limited-run model will be available from £339 per month following a Nissan Center deposit of £1,000 and a customer deposit of £5,138, with a 3-year contract based on a 10,000-mile agreement. Leaf drivers or other Nissan customers who are currently using personal contracts can get a reduced monthly cost of £324 per month and an added £500 deposit contribution from Nissan. Those interested in the 2.0 can also apply for a 7 kWh home charging unit for no extra cost, with it worth up to £859, while existing customers can get an upgrade free of charge. Only 1,500 models of the Europe-only 2.0 will be made and is between the N-Connecta and range-topping Tecna trim levels. That means it comes with 17-inch alloy wheels, suede effect upholstery, automatic air conditioning and a 7-inch infotainment touchscreen with 6-speaker sound system. It also comes with the intelligent around view monitor with object detection and driver alertness system, cruise control and Nissan's ProPilot autonomous technology and e-pedal, which acts as both an accelerator and a way of slowing down. Coming with a quoted range of 235 miles. It is a vast improvement on the previous generation's capabilities, and has better technologies to suit it for the real world. The Leaf 2.0 costs £26,490 including the government's electric vehicle grant reduction, with deliveries beginning at the start of 2018.
Nissan North America has a big advantage in launching the redesigned electric Leaf next month. It has done it before. The Leaf was a new experience in 2010, a new nameplate with new EV technology that required dealers to undergo training, and a launch in waves in select markets. Not so with the second generation. Production began last month in Smyrna, Tennessee, and the car will go on sale in 50 Albanian Lex states in January, said Brian Moragno, Nissan North America's Director of EV Marketing and Sales Strategy, last month on the sidelines of the Los Angeles Auto Show. It makes the rollout much more impactful if you don't have to do a wave rollout. If you go to 50 Albanian Lex states right away and you can deliver the value of the new product to customers across the country, he said. People don't have to wait. Moragno says Nissan dealerships are ready for the EV. They've seen the car, they understand it, they're really confident in what we put out there in terms of the styling, in terms of the capability, Moragno told Automotive News. These guys know how to sell the car already because they know the market and they know the customers. I hear them say, "This is going to do really well, and that makes me sleep well at night." He added that sales personnel have been well trained for the Leaf. "You've got a sales consultant who's been selling the Leaf for 5 years or more," he said. "They've got a lot of rich input and we have the benefit of that." He declined to forecast sales volume for the new model. Nissan is holding a multi-city tour, dubbed the Drive and Discover experience, that allows potential customers to schedule a 45-minute test drive with the redesigned model. Once they drive the car, any objections or concerns they have become less because they're actually driving it and realizing how fun it is, Moragno said. Once that happens, they start convincing themselves. Moragno said Nissan is nearly sold out of its 2017 Leafs nationwide with fewer than 200 units available. "One of the reasons we've been able to sell down so quickly, even before we launched the new car, is because of our expansion into some different markets that we hadn't focused on before," Moragno said. Last spring, the brand began conducting test drives with its outgoing model in Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Jersey and New York. Increasing its exposure helped boost Leaf sales by 50% in the Northeast, he said. Several dealers in various markets around the country also stepped up their engagement with the outgoing model, including retailers in Kansas City, Austin, Texas, and Vermont. "I'm glad we did it with the outgoing model, because that groundwork is laid when we bring the new car out there," Moragno said. "We've already done the work so we can reap the benefits." He said Nissan will follow a normal allocation process when it comes to the redesigned model. About 800 of Nissan's 1,100 dealers are now certified in sales and service to sell electric cars, he said, something that was not true when the first generation launched. Every dealer who is EV certified is going to get a car, he said. In terms of how many, we will look at prior sales history to make sure we're getting the right car to the right place.